Video we are going to see what are the Python functions. So let me tell you an example. Suppose you have 100 lines of code to calculate the area of something, and you want to repeat it for 5 times. So you cannot copy paste those 100 lines of code 5 times to calculate some value. So what you're going to do is you are going to write a function. It will do the calculations for you, and it will return some result to you. So if you want to call it 10 times, you don't need to copy paste those 100 lines of code 10 times. You can just simply call this function 10 times and you will get the 10 values. So this is very simple. So let's get started. So now let's say function, we need to define the function. So you need to use the def. So define the function name. Let's say calculate underscore area. So this is my function name I want to give. So I want to put the open brackets, and I need to pass some arguments. So generally what will be the arguments are to the area of a rectangle, length into breadth, right? So I can say float L and float B. So I can say like this, and I can say colon, and then the indentation goes on, and you need to write some code that will calculate the length into breadth. So let's say area is equals to L into B. So this is the sample code I am going to tell you, because there are so many advanced calculations you can do, but this is just for practical example. So I can use this function, and I can pass some values of the length and breadth to calculate this area. So now I am going to say C is equals to calculate area of, I want to say length into breadth, 5 comma 7. Well, that's obvious, 7 comma 5, right? Now this code will execute it, and this area will be in this function only. So this area is called local variable to this calculate area. If you access this area outside of this function, it gives you an error, because this is the local variable, and it will be only defined only into this function. So to access this one, you need to return the value. You can say return area. So what this means is, whenever you are doing the calculate area of 7 comma 5, and this function will be called, and the L value contains 7 and B value contains 5, and area will be calculated, and it will return. So the return value will be stored in this C. So you can think like this is a C is equals to area which represents this variable, the variable's value. And let me comment out this one, and let me run the program. Alright, let's say L in L comma B. I'm sorry, I just defined like other programming languages. Sorry, you don't need to define float or any integer. You can just say L comma B, and the values will be automatically stored dynamically as the integer or the string or whatever you pass. So we did not get any output, because by default functions do not get executed until they are called. So calling the function means mentioning the function somewhere in the code. So this is the function template, and this should be top of the calling code. So my code is calling here, and the function should be before this one, because interpreter starts from top to bottom, and if this line is at here, then it gives you an error. So that's why we need to define functions first, and so we are now going to call this function. Let's execute this one. So we do not print anything. Let's print value of C. So we got the 35. So we called the function and it has calculated the value. Suppose if you want to define some function and you do not want to assign any value, or you want to leave that for the future purposes, then what you can do is, let's say temp function, and then you can say pass. So these developers use this pass to reserve some area of space for this function for the future updates. So if you want to say update, so you can start working on this update whenever the time comes, or just in the future. If you want to update any function, you can just put the pass, and if you remove this pass, you will get the error, because there should not be an empty function. So as you can see, indentation expected. So this one is indentation, it is empty indentation. It should not be like empty function. You need to put the pass. If you run this, now the program executes correctly. So you can also say print something. So now I am going to call this function. Since this function is not returning any values, I just no need to store anything. I can just simply call this function. Let me run this, and you can see the output has been blah blah blah. It has been printed from this function. So that's all the basic concepts about the function. We are going to view only the basic concepts. There are also some intermediate concepts like variable length arguments, but it's very more for this course, and just normal functions are fine for us.